Do that, I want to say a very big thank you to Game Changers Realtors Group. A round of applause for them, please. And also, the Elevation Church, who came together to put this together. This training, this free training, what we're calling free training today, is actually not free, but I'm happy that you guys are here. All right. So if you check very well, if you are a realtor, a developer, or maybe you practice some certain side of real estate, either you're a lawyer for the real estate aspect or whatever you do, you'll discover that there are some special practices by some individuals, and they call themselves realtors. And sometimes I'm saying that I think there should be a difference between a realtor and agent. Do we know agent? All right. The agent, you go to rent or maybe you want to rent an apartment and all of that. They tell you to pay a certain amount of fee, all right, so that they can take you around at the end of the day. All right. So if you're a realtor and you're wearing that, that corporate, that profession as a name, all right, there are some things you should do that shouldn't be similar with the one that you will find in an agent practicing person or an individual, rather, all right? So today, I actually also plan to come here as a spectator, not to be called out, but at the end of the day, I think Game Changers actually called me, and I'm here today to talk to you. And if you know me very well, or personally, you know that I'm very big on personal development, how you present yourself when you are in the real estate industry, or in whatever industry you found yourself. It's good to have a personal branding. It's good to have something that where people remember about you, they know a certain, you are went down. And you wearing this personal branding, it all depends on the attitude, communication, and everything you give out when you are in contact with a prospect or client or whatever, even to your colleagues in the industry. All right? So it is very important that we have a branding that is attached to our niche as a real estate practitioner. All right? And I also know sometimes there are some realtors that maybe I kind of, run into them on social medias and all of that. And at the end of the day, they are realtors. That's actually what they do. They sell real estate. But some things on their page does not really resonate around professionalism when it comes to being a realtor. And sometimes you can wonder why you do not sell as a realtor because your page is not representing what you are saying most times. Your WhatsApp DP is not representing you as a professional, all right? The status you post on your WhatsApp does not also represent you as a professional. And this is where your personal development comes in. Because as we know, learning never stops. Even as a developer like me, I still go for courses, and I pay a lot of money to also do that. This is because I want to be at the top of my game, all right? So it means at whatever level you are in the real estate industry, this, what's it called, the learning phases, they never stop. And if you're into real estate, it's also good to follow trends so that you can stay on tracks, all right? Mr. Mike, the man on the blue shirt, was actually, saying some things right now, and was saying that what's it called? The government came to the largest parts of land and, took some, and I don't know if they took some, actually. Did they take some? Of course, they will. I was actually expecting you to say that. Because they will take some, then they will give you title on some, and that's actually accession. And they also may decide to give you, government allocation, all right? So as a realtor, you should be able to know what is happening. Sometimes where we see some demolition happening in Lagos, all right? I'm not trying to support Lagos State government here, but I'm just trying to say something. So when there's demolition in Lagos, and some realtors will be running hectare scatter. I hope this man will not come and arrest me that I sold land to. Has somebody felt like that before? So you want to say, you have to find out the cause of the demolition. Because sometimes you also can participate in due diligence, even beyond documentations that your client would want to carry out. This is true, for instance, if your client is coming to purchase a property, a house, or whatever it is, there's nothing stopping you to take a walk around the environment, because some of the cases that houses were being demolished in Lagos State was because of some of them were constructed close to maybe a swamp and whatever it is and all of that, right? And you want to go around and see that, okay, I actually checked this property. I walked around and see that there was no such, physical threat that could bring the government presence to that particular location in the future, right? And this is you trying to do your own personal due diligence for your client, even before you get to the document part to say, okay, this property falls within what's the government acquisition and all of that. These are the things you can do personally as a realtor to ensure that you are giving your client the best options. Because at the end of the day, your job as a realtor is to tackle the fear of your client. All right? You have to have that mindset that you are tackling a fear for a client. That's why they are coming to you in the first place. If not, they could maybe go to the website. Sorry, excuse me. They could go to Google, whatever it is, and search for a property. I want to engage them directly. And sometimes, I think these days, they kind of will see this property on your status as their trusted realtors. And your own business, your sole business, is to provide them with the best property, free properties that do not have any government or whatever encumbrances with the state government or even sometimes the federal government. I hope you are aware that federal government also have a right to land in any state. Are you aware? All right, so sometimes you can even see what is federal government CFO. I don't know if you have seen that before. It's also very predominant in Abuja. And I believe some of our realtors here are global realtors. You just say in Lagos alone? All right, so sometimes you also need to know what is happening within those axes to ensure that you have a good communication. Because a good communication actually starts from knowing what you want to say. Like something that can wake you up from the sleep, and you are telling them the details of those properties. Sometimes some realtors don't even know the sizes of land or even the houses that they are selling. They can tell you that the kitchen is spacious, and the client will go like this and say, please, what's the square meter of the kitchen? And you end up saying it's 1 square meter. All right? So it is very pertinent that you actually, inform yourself with every details you need to know about, the property you are selling. And also, if you have to request to meet the MDs of those properties as well, go to their office, have a conversation with them, what are your assurance of me selling this your property, right? To ensure that you have a one-on-one word with them, just in case you are a bit, frightened to want to sell some properties. And now, that's actually where Game Changers comes in, because they do this due diligence, all right, before you come in and join their group. And any property that they pass for you to sell is already free from every encumbrances from the government, right? Like, for instance, even when we had the partnership, they have to ask us all our documents to each properties, all right? And they went and carried out their own search to ensure that these properties were free before they started marketing our own properties to even start with. So they can actually take that burden off you if you feel it is too tedious, all right, for you to do them. Now, coming back to personal branding. Personal branding should be something you prioritize as a professional. Because I always say, from graphic design on a company's page, when you go to their Instagram account, you could know that the company is not, I don't want to, what you say, the company is not up to standard. Am I correct? Just with graphic design. So, what about you as a human being? What you say, what you showcase, because you can't come out and say you want to sell a property of, let's say, 200 million naira in Lekki, and maybe when you are to meet with the prospect, you are not even looking to sell a property of 1 million naira. I'm talking about your dressing now, the way you should appear before them. Sometimes some of them may not even come down from the car to want to go for inspection because they feel like, this person look hungry. And I won't sell this guy property. Are you sure we are safe? Do you understand? But by the time you look very, maybe elegant if you're a lady, all right? And maybe as a man, you're well, done with your dressing or all sort of that. Even before they see you, when you come down, I think they will have some kind of expression of acceptance that they give to you that you know that, oh, okay, this is a done deal. Yes. Then your communication, what you do. Sometimes ago, even before I started development, I ensure that I do not go into the same car with my client. Okay, maybe somebody will say, maybe because he has a car then, But the truth is that, there are a lot of things you do that you don't have the right to correct again. I will take that again. See, you can actually tell somebody something, but you can't guide them how to react to it, even if it is honest. So what you do is to ensure that it doesn't even happen at all. Are you with me? Or maybe you're coming from the gym, you're not looking too good, and somebody just call you, oh, that property I said I wanted to inspect. I want to inspect it now, can you come out? Definitely, you're coming back from the gym already. You're all sweaty and all that. You run and want to meet these people. Maybe these people are a lot of people who are very clean. They don't even want to, perceive any smell. They are not perceiving it from you that want to sell the property. Are you with me? So are you going to follow them to the house to tell them that, not be like this, I will normal day. Oh. You can't tell them that, right? So you try to make the situation not to happen at all. All right? That's why you also need to follow up with the etiquette of professionalism. This is not only for real estate. It works across all other professionals or industries, professions that you know. All right? If you are into fintech or whatever it is, you're going for a business meeting, of course, you need to look the way of your transaction. If you're going for $1 billion transaction, you dress like $1 billion realtor. Is that correct? I'm not saying fake life now, okay? Just saying you're doing it in the modest way. I'm not saying you should go and rent a G-Wagon. All right? I'm not saying you should go and rent a G-Wagon to sell this and all of that. All right. So, as a realtor, there are a lot of things you need to consider. If you have to take some time off to go and, do some training so that you come back better, it is fine. Because at some point, I believe some of us here, we use money to run ads on digital marketing space, Meta, Facebook, whatever, Google, whatever it is. Sometimes it can be very sad when after you run maybe with hundreds of thousands of naira, and at the end of the day, you do not convert. You want to check a lot of things that could possibly cause that kind of effect of you not selling and all of that. And apart from promoting, the call you make to them, which is known as a cold call, right? It's important how you talk to them, where you get your product before you engage with them in communication. Because there are some people just with a flawed communication, just maybe they ask you, what's the size of the land that you said is 500 square meters? What is it in feet? At the comic, I ask. That transaction is as good as gone sometimes because they are taking you that you don't know your job, right? So if you are in this profession, it is very, very important that you educate yourself with all the happenings in in real estate trends. Whatever is going on, you should be able to, because your client at some point will reach out to you and say, I heard that they are demolishing a place in Ikota. What is the cost? Are we safe? But if you're able to respond to them and say, no, the reason they are demolishing this property is because these people did this, they contravene into something, and they can be, a bit relaxed again with you. But when you don't have anything to say as a realtor, your own is just to collect commission. Some realtors are, how much is the percent? What is the percent? You just collect it and go. And you feel like nothing is coming for you. There's something actually, all right? So it is okay for us to do our own due diligence. As a realtors, do whatever you can do at your reach And if you want to cut down that burden, you can actually join in a group and actually sell. Thank you so much.